Ladies and gentlemen, we are live, we are ready to go, and we are here for Season 2 of the COD Ireland League. Welcome in, folks. I hope you enjoy what we have in store for you today. Some fantastic games on display, some Division 3 to bring to you here with Freakquency taking on the Hardybucks. But then after that, we are going to be moving on to Division 2 at 9 o'clock, where we are going to be seeing Team National take on YBB. Young Bubbly Boyos, I believe is what it used to be called, but I think they're very much sticking with the abbreviation this time around, understandably so. Young Bubbly Boyos, it's a tongue twister. It takes a while to say. I like the way it sits now. I like the way it looks. But folks, how are we all doing? I hope you're all doing well. I apologize that it's only now we're getting a stream of this season done, and I apologize that we're not having a more, shall we say, full experience with the full updated new graphics that I have had planned for you. Long story short, we have a lot that we're working on in the background to get updated, but that has been in tandem with some massive technical issues purely on my side of things. I mean, it's been very rough. It's gotten to the point where I am looking at getting a new PC, keeping the GPU, kind of getting rid of everything else. Some great parts, a really great PC, but the way everything's just working out, I'm pretty sure I'm ready to hard reset. I'm ready to hard reset the softwares, get a new system going to bring you guys the experience. One of the reasons why the streams have been a little bit scuffed as well is because of my OBS. My OBS started running into massive issues, and I factory reset my OBS and it didn't even fix the issues, and I've had to rebuild a lot of the streams from scratch, which has been a massive bummer. But we are getting there, and what we are building for you is that we're going to be able to simultaneously go live here whilst going live on other platforms. It's something we toyed with before, but we are back with it better this time due to Stream Elements' new multi-stream feature, meaning that it's embedded in the software, far easy to set up once it is set up. So we are going to be doing streams in this format on here, on YouTube, and most likely as well on Twitter, potentially Twitter. Twitter's kind of the last platform that we're looking at, but also we're completely rebuilding the graphic packages to be able to work in a vertical format as well. So we're going to do a mostly fully optimized, fully vertical stream over on TikTok as well, for people who do want to check out over on TikTok. And hopefully that means we can boost the TikTok content, bring new people in, and then also use the TikTok in a better way, and use the vertical format recording in a way to fuel more clips for the TikTok, to actually start generating content there again, because no doubt about it, the content has been slacking as of late, and that has been obviously because of me and a whole host of factors. But COD Ireland, we are making a lot of moves, folks. For those of you that are really interested in what we're doing, we are at Dublin Comic Con on the 15th of March with a showcase game. The two teams that we hope to announce for that will be announced very, very shortly. We hope to have it announced by now, but again, of course, delays. It's how it always goes. And on top of that, we hope to be at other events throughout the year. We are in talks at multiple venues. I myself have been working on stuff in terms of casting, in terms of what I'm doing within Irish esports as well, that while not directly linked to COD Ireland, should hopefully be able to fuel the fires for COD Ireland. Me and a couple of the admins are working on something behind the scenes as well, akin to that of an academy, to try and help people grow, young players grow into COD Ireland, into a system that is very much sort of like a national team system. It is a very long-term plan, years in the making. But I want to promise everyone who's watching, things, they get a bit rough here and there, as they always do. But we're doing a lot of good work, in my belief at least, in kind of embedding our roots into Irish esports and setting ourselves up, and setting Irish esports and yourselves as players up for long-term success. And in the more immediate, guys, again, do make sure to try and get yourself towards the Dublin Comic Con LAN. I mean, what we need for that, I mean, this is a showcase LAN, one best of 7. We're getting 2 good teams to compete. This is a chance to put ourselves on the map, right? This is a chance for photo opportunities, to see a packed out room watching these games, show that the interest in Call of Duty is there, so we can have events clamoring for us to be running more LAN. So if that does interest you, please do consider going. I believe Dublin Comic Con tickets are around 30 to 35 euro. You can find them on Dublin Comic Con's website. And on top of that, we should announce very quickly. We've announced it before. You could see it in the background right here. You can see the COD Ireland official esports jersey. You could find it on the Emerald Corp website, and that is because we are partnered with Emerald Corp for Season 2 of the COD Ireland League. Emerald Corp, a new business on the block involved in creating esports jerseys and a custom apparel for the Irish esports brands that want them, the players that maybe want their team represented, or an organization who maybe wants to go to Emerald to ensure that they have top quality merchandising. Folks, I have my esports jersey ordered already. It's on the way. I cannot wait to see how it looks, and I think it should be a lot of fun to see them. And we're also hopefully going to have maybe one on showcase over at Dublin Comic Con. If not, I'll probably bring my own and wear it, so you'll get to see it. But I believe Emerald Corp will be joining us over at Comic Con as well, so do make sure if you're interested in their apparel to come check them out. They offer really high quality apparel at very, very affordable prices. I mean, we go back to it, folks. I mean, you got the COD Ireland official esports jersey. You can't see the image fully of it here. I apologize, but that bad boy, you go on our socials to find it, by the way. Make sure to check out the COD Ireland Twitter. But that bad boy is only €48, I believe. Around that. Actually, check. What's it say? $48.95. That's a bargain for an esports jersey, folks. So if it interests you and you want to support COD Ireland, please do consider picking one of those up. Massively supports COD Ireland purely in the sense of that you are showing the support, right? We don't really have a team yet. We're not doing this jersey for a profit, but it's about putting Call of Duty on the map in Ireland. It's about putting Ireland on the map for Call of Duty and having something out there where people can show support for both at the same time. So if you want to be out there spreading the word that Irish Call of Duty is very much indeed here to stay, then do please consider picking up one of those jerseys. And folks, not ignoring the chat and seeing things that are coming in as well. We are on a minute delay, so things are going to be extra delayed in my responses, but I appreciate you all coming in, chatting. My code Sep, Meriki EU. Sorry, it took me a second to figure out how to pronounce your name. Meriki EU, thank you very much for coming in for that support as well. And looking snazzy in the flannel. Yes, River Island's finest. As being a weirdly shaped 6'6" man, I have found out that River Island XL still fits me perfectly. So I'm slowly kitting my wardrobe up with River Island based stuff. But hello Tavi11, welcome in and thank you for the follow as well 41 minutes ago. Apologies that I did not get to that. How do I get a team into the league? You cannot get a team into the league now. The league sign-ups are closed and have been closed for a hot minute. However, we may be running a season 3. I'll be honest with you guys right here and now. Season 3 of the COD Ireland League is very up in the air for the moment, purely because we are debating behind the scenes whether we should go for a strategy of making the leagues a little bit more sparse and run tournaments in between the leagues to sort of continuously generate hype for the league. Because I mean, there's a lot of leagues out there now. Back when this was a hypothesized idea with COD Ireland and having the league be the centerpiece, there was way less leagues active within Europe. There's a lot more leagues now, a lot more places for people to go, and we want to make the COD Ireland League a place that people want to play in. But ultimately, if we don't have enough people to truly expand upon the league, what happens is you're just going to have divisions with wide variety of skill and people won't enjoy themselves as much. And ultimately, we want to create this for community, for enjoyment, and that just ultimately it encompasses many different factors. So we hope to run season 3. If we do run season 3, it'll most likely begin at the end of April / beginning of May, so do make sure to keep an eye out for that. But there's a likelihood that after this season we transition to more of bi-weekly tournaments leading up to the summer, where we hopefully have some LAN information which we will share with you in all due course. But again, don't take my word for that. So much of that can change at the moment. As I said, we're working on a lot of things in the background, but to kind of just give you a long story short, no way now that you'll be able to sign up for season 2 of the COD Ireland League. However, do stay tuned, do keep supporting, and there will be something for you in the near future. And ladies and gentlemen, we do be doing a lot of waffling here. You know me, I like to waffle. Well, I say like to waffle. Turns out I'm all right at waffling, liking it. Bit of a strong term, but we're already a little late in getting into this one, so I want to make sure I actually get these guys added. I'll just say to these guys, I'll be in 5. Again, super delayed today, and that's all because of me. Again, I've had a hard drive with so many things saved on it. Oh, real old content stuff, nothing to do with COD Ireland, so no panicking. But I've had the hard drive completely bricked. I've spent hours trying to rescue that hard drive to no avail, to the point where I'm thinking of abandoning it. I've had the mountain of PC issues that I've been having, on top of still trying to sort stuff for COD Ireland as well, the multiple areas that we're working on. So yeah, it's been a long day. I've been at this PC all day getting ready for today, so I do apologize if things are a bit weird. And yes, Shavi, that response came through. Apologies if I said there's a minute delay here. So apologies if things get a little all over the place because of that. But folks, 46 of you in here watching, a bunch of new followers coming in. I want to shout you out quickly before we get going. We have Captain Spartacus, Chronic, and 96 Josh. You're very old, Josh, but guys, thank you all very much for coming in, showing the support to COD Ireland. People have been continuing to show the support despite our lacks in certain areas when it comes to content. But you've been finding the content, coming into the Discord, showing support by following on socials where you can. Massively appreciated. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you on a little journey. All right, I want to take you on a spiritual journey. Not so much spiritual as it is completely the opposite of that, but we're going to take a look at the maps and modes that we're going to be seeing in this broadcast of Game 1 this evening. Another game afterwards as well, by the fact, which is amazing. And just call me Roman with the wave as well. I missed that. Apologies. Hello, Roma. How are you doing? Let's take a look at the maps. And folks, to begin with, it is very intense because we have a Skyline hardpoint, ladies and gentlemen. I've talked about this map a lot. You've probably seen me talk about it here. You may have seen me talk about it in the CCL and other places. This map is 100 miles an hour. It just is, it's an intense piece of warfare on this map. I mean, spawns, yes, they matter, but ultimately it's just about if you can outslay your opposition, if you can outslay, and if you can outslay in positions that allows you to control the center crosses of the map, then you're surefire to come away with the victory. And Vault will be your map number 2 for the Search and Destroy. Interesting choice that we have seen a Vault Search and Destroy come in. Not really seeing it picked as much anymore, purely because of the fact that the map can end up being pretty one-dimensional. It is a Route 1 straightforward. You get into that bomb site today, you try to lock it down, get it planted, and hold out from there. But of course there are variables, but it's whether or not these teams can expose those variables. That will be the massive question. And what can I say? Will they have the answer to those questions? Who knows? We'll find out on map 2. Map number 3, folks. We're not going anywhere. Kick your feet up. Stay. Have a laugh. Because you're staying on Vault at this time for a little bit of control. And control Vault, a little bit different to a Search and Destroy. As I've said before, I find it very similar to that of a hardpoint. I think the respawns in this map work in the very same fashions, but Respawn definitely shakes it up for this one, and just because you're good at the Search and Destroy in this one by no means means that you'll be able to bang out a control, should I say. So it'll be fascinating to see how teams set up for that one when we get to map 3. Now, if we go this far, we're going to be seeing a little bit of protocol, but this time for Hardpoint Protocol. It's one of those maps. It is becoming my favorite map, all right? And I know that's a hot take, all right? It's a very hot take, but I love playing Protocol purely because I just love getting through those routes, getting in and out, shaking it all about, doing the hokey cokey. You know, it allows for a lot of ways for subs to be a nuisance, and as my parents will very much attest to, being a nuisance is my specialty. And last but not least, we will have Protocol Search and Destroy. Again, being a nuisance, a big factor on Search and Destroy in this map. But of course, also that A site, very enclosed, very important to get to, and it'll be about who can expose those areas. Coming here from the Portuguese League to expect and support our brothers in Ireland, just call me Roma. Really appreciate that. I actually didn't even know there was a Portuguese League, so do make sure to share more information about that as well. Again, I want to be supporting everyone around Europe for what they're doing within Call of Duty. Massively appreciative of you coming in here and showing your support. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Those are the maps and the modes that we will be seeing in this series, folks. We're already late to begin with, so I'm going to get joined into this lobby and make sure we can get ready to go. So don't go anywhere. We're beginning map number 1 in just a few moments. gentlemen, we are just about ready to go with map number 1. And again, folks, I need to preface this by saying Codcaster has gone through a lot of updates since we have done Season 1, and none of those updates have actually really made things better. If anything, they have made things slightly worse. So forgive any technical hiccups that may come your way at the beginning of this. We hope to have them sorted as quickly as possible. If so, get the music stopped. Please don't stop the music. Well, I will, because it's time to get underway with the game. Or, no, wrong screen. Where are we? Game 1. Oh, the game has decided not to pop up on the screen. Of course, technical difficulties. You love to see it. Don't worry. You should be able to fix that quick, I would hope. Give us a second. Have we fixed it? We haven't. Oh my god. There we go. It worked. It just took a while. Apologies for that, folks. Again, my OBS has been absolutely being a nightmare, but we are beginning on board with the side of Freakquency. We have Egg. Trying to do some damage here. Ultimately getting taken out. It is Freakquency getting on this initial time. Doing a decent job so far. And again, apologies if the audio was a little loud there to begin with. As I said, folks, a million different things now unbalanced, but we're managing, we're living, we're making it work. And Kofi now just sitting on the point, just having real comfortable control here. Hardybucks trying to get on and do some damage. And now this point going over towards P2, where you are seeing a lot of control for the side of Freakquency. They got the spawns. And now we're going to try and lock them down. Kofi, he is absolutely dominating to begin with, but alongside Egg, who actually picked up 6 kills as well. You got to respect the grind. They are being pretty dominant here so far, with Hardybucks kind of struggling to find a way through. Again, this map, though, really does favor being able to slay out. So it could be a case of one side just being slightly warmer than the other, as Predator going on the chase manages to pick up one. Decides not to play directly out to the spawns. Don't go up top, but Egg having the reads. And Egg just running around trying to get a pick. You have King Frodo, who's just been able to sit on point, lock it down, and having no real trouble in doing so. But then we do have had players leave. We have had a technical issue. I can't believe it took me that long to spot that the players left. But a technical issue at that, meaning that we are going to have to go to a restart. You hate to see it, folks, but these are the things that can happen in lobbies. And hopefully figure out what is going on as soon as possible. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take you back here, and we're going to give it just one moment so we can figure out what's gone on and how we can fix things here. I'll be right back. Don't, I can't speak. Don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to go again. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more luck with that this time. No lag outs. We hate to see lag outs. Well, depending on what side of the opposition you are on, but I'm sure both these teams won't be too upset at getting the restart. Well, of course, one team would be upset. One team is doing well, but hey, it's Division 3, guys. We don't need to. It's the bottom division of COD Ireland. We don't need to make a whole fuss. We're all just in here for a bit of fun and a good time. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go once again. Freakquency versus the Hardybucks. A swivel of the knife while he swivel on the opposition. Here we go. Beginning on board with the Eggman himself. Big Egg. He's going to push forward to pick up one. Those kills largely going the way of Freakquency, who already find themselves at early control. Hardybucks, however, do have the spawns, and they are trying to get pushed together here onto the point, but Kofi picked up a nice position, and Predator now picking up one as well. Predator gonna pick up a nice position for another. Will he pick up the two? He does, but Kofi's there for the cleanup, and Kofi has been very much dancing around the opposition here. Even before the restart, was a player that was picking up all those vital kills, being at the right place at the right time. I'm going to turn the game volume down just a touch more as well, folks, but do let me know. Again, I can't hear it, so I'm going off your feedback. As Kofi now getting moved up top, taken out by Predator. An Egg getting the trade. Freakquency are getting a lot of clean time here at the moment, as they seem to just have a better sense of where to set up. And Freakquency are looking like a team who could do a lot of damage here in this Division 3. Again, folks, for those of you who may not know, Division 3 is our mini division of teams who are kind of sitting at around a low plat or under rank. We have a division of just 6 players in there, competing for a very small cash prize, in it for the fun of it, and there to show the support for COD League. The COD Ireland League at all levels. Show support for the COD League as well while you're at it, folks. You know, they do run the show. And they're the ones that could shut us down, so let's be very nice to them. But Freakquency now on the point, locking it down, already over the 50-point threshold here as they get ready for P3. And it's been a largely 3-to-1 showing when it comes to the kills. And you do just have Egg and Kofi that on their sides feel like a level above. But you look at King Frodo as well in the way that he's playing. Very much gets that AR out, controls the distance, and because of the way his side are able to slay out, he hasn't really had a whole load of work to do. And Clay Tortoise now 9-2 as well, and it's beginning to look like Freakquency are going to be able to clean up in this series. Hardybucks haven't really been able to do a thing here. Egg slaying out so much he decides to take out his own teammate before 2 Dot comes in to take him out, and the sole defender now taken out. And Hardybucks, they get on time, but they don't hold it. They don't hold it at the moment. They can't make it work for them. As Egg trying to clean up once again, he's going to catch the stack and actually be able to pick up 2, and then Confi in there for the trades again to finish it off. And look, you can definitely tell from this game the kind of levels that these teams are at, but it has to be said, in terms of just positional sense, in terms of not stacking, in terms of playing the game sort of smarter in respects to slaying out, Freakquency kind of have all the cards here, with greatest respect to the Hardybucks, who, by the way, I wanted to change that B to an F, but I was like, not in my league. I want to get a sponsor for this league at some point. Multiple sponsors. We already do have Emerald Corp, of course, as you can see in the bottom right of your screen on that beautiful swivel board that took me all of 5 minutes to set up, but I was very proud of myself. Now we have the alternating logos, but I want to get sponsors, and I don't think profanity as team names will help that. So I took the sole action of renaming to Hardybucks, and my sincere apologies for that. But Freakquency being very unapologetic about how eager they are to outslay and dominate their opposition here, as Egg already finding himself 22-7, completely saucing on the opposition here. And again, this map rewards being able to slay out. So the fact that this team is able to play the way that they can, I feel like this is the map that suits them perfectly, which does make me think how we will fare on other maps. I mean, you go on to the likes of a Protocol, for example, and I feel like King Frodo could be a player to completely slay out on a map like that just through locking down lanes. Is Father John McQuaid taking out his own teammate. Not very father, some of you. As he's struggling with the shots. A little bit whifty, 11-8-50 left to right, and that ain't right. As Confi now locking down this point, and 2dot going for a little dive off the map there. And folks, what was a little bit of a back and forth start, it almost seems like Freakquency are getting even better here. They are growing into this one for sure. Father John McQuaid gets taken out rather quickly. And Confi now holding around the back. Egg with another 2. I'm going to pick up 1. Clay Torres with the hole taken out. And Confi now going around the side just to hold these angles, and Freakquency have this completely locked down. Confi picking up 1. 227 to 43. And that's a big 4 down for Hardybucks, who are going to try and pick up some time, but they're going to need to be able to hold, which is going to be the difficulty. Confi rotating back through, trying to pick up the kill on this point. But Hardybucks, they were doing a decent job. But Freakquency played it patient, picked up the kills, and now trying to lock down the remainder of this time. Confi picking up top. Freakquency locking down. That's a big 3 for Freakquency, which should just about guarantee Freakquency this map. Number 1, they are going to take it, or they're not going to take it, holding on just a little bit, but not much longer. There it goes, ladies and gentlemen. 250 to 68, 69 in fact. 250 to 69 is how this map number 1 ends, as we get that updated on our side of things. 250 to 169. A dominant performance, to say the least, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see about getting that updated. 250 to 69, going the way of Freakquency, who are so far looking incredibly dominant in this series as a whole. Some players on the Hardybucks really struggling, it seems. But of course, they have a little bit of time to pull it back. But are they going to be able to pull it back is the big question. Things looking dangerous. But Search and Destroy does shake it up. And again, going on to a different map. Maybe this is a place where Hardybucks will be able to shake things around. But we will see. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting set up. We're going to get into this one pretty quick. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we're loading in to map number 2, which will be a vault search and destroy. And first off, gotta thank everyone who was in here today and coming in with the follows as well. Had a whole bunch of new follows: Shady, Miss OD, XPG, Ham, Head Reaper, and Looter. And I've seen the chats coming in as well. Some new chatters. Appreciate all of you coming in, showing support to COD Ireland. We are nearly at 700 followers here, so please do continue to follow and show your support. Here we go. Round 1. You notice we were a bit late in starting there because we loaded into this game freakishly quickly. As Confi managing to pick up a kill, now trying to get this bomb down. Hardybucks already without 2 players. This is not the position you want to be in. Predator moves his way down, trying to get pushed through. Predator picks up 1, but the trades are there. Freakquency coming away with round number 1 rather confidently, as they have had a very strong start here. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning into this stream, we have over 70 of you watching now. Make sure not to go anywhere after this game, as we'll be going straight into a Division 2 game after this, where we will have none other than National taking on YBB. The stakes even higher in this div, so make sure not to miss out on that one. But for now, we're sticking with Division 3. We are on Freakquency versus Hardybucks in Game 2, where Freakquency are up 1-0 and looking incredibly dominant when it comes to the state of this division. And the big first blood coming through from Egg with the nade. Egg also picking up a team nade coming in there. And I mean, Hardybucks just can't string a thing together, as that is one of the quickest cleanups you will see, leading to this defuse. And 3-0 in a 6 streak, that's amazing. It's almost like the COD caster is broken, but it is. And Frequency go 2-0 up, and Neuter in with the follow as well. Appreciate you, my friend. Many new followers coming in. And remember, folks, as well, what went on there in that my screen? My God. But remember, folks, as well, if you want to show your support to COD Ireland, and we've actually had a player join into the game. He has been taken out, and he has left. So team, I'm sure, will be alright to continue. Yes, Division 3. I'm not going to have anyone complaining. Although Hardybucks may be complaining because they are not having a great time of it at the moment. Egg taking out another. He's just running rampant against this side. And it never ends. Frequency picking up another. As folks, as I was trying to say, I keep getting cut off. I keep cutting myself off, and I try to say it. If you want to show your support to COD Ireland, trying to help us put on leagues, put on these tournaments, put on LANs, do make sure to subscribe with Prime if you can. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to a channel of your choice for free every single month. Or even if you just can, not even with Prime, even normal, do consider subscribing here to the COD Ireland Twitch channel. It means a lot. And only 6 followers off 700. We're truly on our way. As Frequency seemingly on their way to a victory, as they are stomping through the Hardybucks side at the moment, who are really struggling here. Predator realistically should have had that trade ages ago. But 2-Dot picking up another. Now all of a sudden, a 2v3. With Frodo getting the trade and getting out. Or I believe that would have been Egg. Or maybe not. I don't know. Codcaster lies. Egg down to 2v1. Is going to have to go huge. Are the reads in? He's been spotted. He's taken out. And Hardybucks managed to take a round. Again, folks, how much of it is Frequency taking their foot off the gas pedal? And how much of it is the Hardybucks turning up? It's hard to know. I'd say maybe a little bit of both. But I think it's fair to say what one we think it is more of. And ladies and gentlemen, more follows coming in as well. Absolute legends. Lena Miana coming in with the follow. And I'm Biggs. Appreciate y'all coming in, showing support to Irish Call of Duty. Again, Really putting it on the map more and more so, because I have to say, folks, even the attendance that we've seen from the Irish in Madrid for the CDL Major 1 was truly spectacular. And I hope to see more of it in future EU lands and even our own lands. You should make sure to turn up to the Dublin Comic Con Showcase LAN on March 15th. Tickets can be found on the Dublin Comic Con website if you want to show your support. It is now 2dot the last alive, but not for long. He is absolutely ripped. And Freakquency take another round. Going back to doing what they need to do. And this is looking like it could be an easy day out for Freakquency. They continue here into round number 6. The plan of attack for 2dot, it seems, to take this 1B. Gets a nice pick. And it has to be said, for Hardybucks, they have pretty decent shots from time to time when they line it up. When things fall in place the way that they want, they are able to get their shots. But now at 3v3, you see Freakquency very toward the middle, now getting spread out. Hardybucks sticking together as well. Kind of doing the right thing. Massive kill from 2dot. Not the type of gunfight you usually take on with an AR, but did not phase him. And now, Egg up around the back. Picking up a kill in a key position and rotating out. Will he be able to pick up the second? He absolutely will. Father John, your map sense letting you down a little bit there. Now a 2v1 scenario. Egg. Does he know? Did he spot the player? I don't believe he did. Egg. He's been made weak. And is this where the trade's going to come in? 2dot. He's getting scared. He's getting weak. And he's getting taken out. And Egg having a field day here against this opposition. Absolutely styling on him. As Freakquency take another round. And you have to say, it does seem to be a case with this Freakquency side. You have some players who are good, but some players who really are great. Sort of a real mix. Be curious to see what the story is with this team in regards of, you know, are they friends? Are they pickups? How does it work? Because they do have that spread of sort of a casual friend team, I would say. It's Clay Tortoise. What did I just miss? As you pick up the 2. And now Hardybucks on the back foot, on the retreat. Predator finding themselves the last alive, would need to pick up the ace, but even the sight that he's using on the gun would draw question marks of whether or not that ace is on the line. It's not there to be had. And just like that, another round is going to be picked up. Another map is going to be picked up by none other than Freakquency, who take this one 6-1. Continuing to look dominant. Easily dominant, should I say. And potentially showing themselves as one of the favorites here to win out in this entire division. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Freakquency taking that one 6-1. And they have a chance to wrap it up 3-0 here to continue on vault control. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere as we get ready to get into this map. We'll be back in just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we are straight into it. Apologies for the delay, but we are here. We are ready to go. Map number 3. It is all scuffed, folks, on my end at the moment, but we are making do. We're making it work. A bugged codcaster, a bugged PC, but we try our best. 25 to 28. Hardybucks trying to get somewhere close towards this point. But Freakquency are cleaning up. As King Frodo picks up 2, Confi with 1. And they are running riot. Confi with another, Egg with another. Only 2 have dropped for Freakquency, and this is a demolition here in this Division 3. Getting spawn trapped as well, the Hardybucks. They just can't get a look in. Picking up 1 or 2 here and there, but Freakquency just play the trades. Get the job done. And Confi rotating out. Still has his life. Probably playing for this Hellstorm, you'd imagine. 1 tick gone a day. The second going. Confi's going to need to go huge. And he does. Picking up 1, rotating out. Second tick nearly come through. But Hardybucks got off the point, and they're going to rue that mistake. Unless they pick up this kill, which they don't. Egg with the 2. And a bit of an experience there from the side of Hardybucks. Kind of ringing true. They had the chance for an all-important second tick. But it wasn't to be. They'll be able to pick it up now, as this kind of is their last attacking chance. And 2dot just not having the reads. Egg going straight for the Chal. 2.5 ticks gone though. Big kill from Father John McQuaid. And they get this 8 points. 6v17. The lives not favouring their win. McQuaid absolutely spinning on his own teammate. And now 3v17. The lives all but done. And there's not really going to be anything that they can do from here. As Egg will pick up 1. Predator and John McQuaid, the last 2 left alive. John McQuaid struggling as Frodo taking him out. And the pistol coming in for a little bit of gloating, a little bit of showboating. As Freakquency, I'm sure, will say to themselves, comfortably took that round number 1. And ladies and gentlemen, with the new follows that have come in from Murder Ham, Gordy GM, Jeha, and Cosmic Zaza, what a name by the way, we are now over 700 followers here on the COD Ireland Twitch channel. Thank you all so much for the support. And do remember, folks, that if you want to continue to support what we do here, you can consider subscribing to this COD Ireland Twitch channel. It would help out a lot if you did. If you can't, that's absolutely fine. But also remember, Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. If you link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch, you can subscribe to 1 account free every single month. So show support where you can, if you can. That's the motto I live by. So we move on to round number 2. Hardybucks at Freakquency. Hardybucks now on the defense. And already not a great start, as I'm sure Freakquency. We're looking to get this 8 point capture quick, get the job done as soon as possible. 2.5 ticks gone. That's going to be the point captured as quick as you like. They haven't dropped a life yet. Until Father John McQuaid says otherwise. 24 versus 29, a kill on the board. But Freakquency are completely set up here on this push. Trying to get pushed towards the point, but no map awareness whatsoever. Freakquency have complete control around the back here. Excuse me, I just caught a hiccup, a mid-hick, I would say. King Frodo going to pick up another and just has the reads on everyone here. 18 versus 28, only 2 lives dropped. As they now look to capture this B point, and one of the cleanest offenses I believe I've ever seen. As that B point will go eventually. Or it doesn't. The contests are in. Egg, can he get the 2? He can get 1. He rotates out. But it's only a matter of time. It's an inevitability at this point that Hardybucks lose this point and go 2-0 down in this round, or in this map. And ladies and gentlemen, just like that, it is going to be Freakquency to get that point captured and pick up this second round. And I see you all in the chat. Let me address up to the chat really quick. Division 3 has a very, very wide skill gap, okay? It's the only thing we could do to give these boys a place to play. And I can say that around 2 of the boys, I'm pretty sure anyway, if I've read correctly what my admin chat has told me, and I put it in the sheet myself, but I've forgotten. 2 of the fellas on the side of... Actually, yeah, no, 1 of the fellas is gold and 2 of them are platinum on the side of Freakquency. So, you do have 1 that's a little bit higher, but we gave the boys a place to play, huh? I mean, people need to remember that this is a division full of people that if they had to get placed into Division 1 or Division 2, we'd have been telling them not to bother because of the level. And it wouldn't have been fair to them for them to give up their hard-earned money to go in and play to that level. That's what this Division 3 is for. Still is a little bit of a split. Should we stick him into Div 1 though? Can we get a poll in the chat? Freakquency for Div 1. Let me know. We give him a rude awakening. Freakquency versus Flux. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen at Dublin LAN, folks. That's what I say. A Freakquency Flux lad. As we continue on here, 20 versus 28. 2 dot. Maybe giving up here. Maybe understandably so. Or just switching gun. Is back anyway. Making the push. Trying to get towards B. Getting the kill on the outer. And again, their shots are not too bad. But a team with a whole lot to learn. There's Clay Tortoise, Confi, King Frodo all picking up kills. An egg jumping down onto the point, keeping it defended, and ladies and gentlemen, just like that, one of the quickest games that we will see all season, I am sure, is Freakquency come away with this one 3-0 and come away with the series 3-0. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. A very strong performance from the side of Freakquency, who absolutely dominated their opposition here in this Division 3. And Freakquency looking like a team potentially strong enough to win it all. So congratulations to Freakquency, commiserations to the Hardybucks, who definitely have to go back to the drawing board here if they want to take anything from this 3rd division. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Division 3 Week 1 game has been covered. And it is quickly time that we will be moving on to Division 2. However, we do need to set up the graphics a bit more on our end. There's a lot that I need to get set up for this game, as again, we had so many tech issues. I didn't get any of the prep done. So, need to get the prep done and ready for this game too. But ladies and gentlemen, I implore you not to go anywhere, because by 9 o'clock, and it is now 25 to 9, by 9 o'clock, maybe even a little earlier, we will be getting into the next game, Division 2B, I believe, which is it 2B or 2A? I actually don't even remember. Again, this is things you'd think I'd know, but I don't. Division 2B, wait, no, maybe, sort of, potentially, no, I don't know. Where is it? 2A, it's 2A, folks, where we have National taking on YBB. Be fascinating to see how that game goes as well. And folks, I want to give a massive shout out to all of you in the chat. Now 701 followers here. Gersh coming in with a follow just a couple of minutes ago, and the support coming in for everyone. Freakquency in Div 3 is mad. Listen, there's a wide spread in Div 3. I can tell you right now that one of the players on that team is gold and another one's platinum. 2 of them are platinum, as a matter of fact. It shows the disparity in skill level. I mean, people forget as well, when you're playing with your players that are the really low ranks. I mean, a lot of us here are very similar to sort of these higher level ranks, understandably so. But the difference between a silver player and a gold player is night and day, right? You may not think it, because we kind of, as players, are fortunate enough to be able to breeze through these divisions. But the reality is, gold's a hell of a lot different from silver. Same with platinum. So there's a wide spread. There's a wide spread. These are teams that we gave the option to come in to play in a mini div for a chance to have fun. Otherwise, could you imagine? Because this is the thing as well with Div 3. There are only 6 teams in this Div 3. Could you imagine if we threw all of these teams into Div 1 and 2? What would be Div 2, obviously. But could you imagine how they'd fare in Div 2? As I said, these are teams that we would have told not to play otherwise. Because of the levels, because they wouldn't find it fun. So we give them a place to try and play. We give them a place to kind of learn, because that is again what COD Ireland is all about. We want to try and help players right at the top. We want to send people through the ranks. But COD Ireland as well, we're fundamentally a community. We want to be doing things for the community. Right down to the grassroots. That player just loves to come home and play a bit of Call of Duty. That's what it's all about. So, with that in mind, we've given them a place to play. We hope they're having fun. We hope they have competitive games at least. Freakquency certainly looking like a team who may be able to come through and win the whole thing. But of course, maybe a team will challenge them in that. You never know. But I appreciate the support coming in as well on the chat, folks. Again, I wasn't expecting to have this many people back for this first stream. So I really do appreciate you all coming in and showing the support. And yes, this is the first time playing in any sort of competitive CDL setting. I mean, we know what gold levels, platinum levels are like. They're not a stone's throw off pubs. So that's what this level is. It was a bit of a taster. It was a bit of an introduction, but the real deal in Division 2 is on its way. So folks, we're going to cut back to the team screen where you saw who was playing as we get ourselves ready for the next game, which will be National versus YBB. Don't go anywhere. Only halfway through the day, one more series left to go. Certainly one of a little bit of a higher quality. We will see you then. Stay tuned.